Hi everybody, Mike Bishop for Tactical POV, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to shoot a tactical shotgun. Alright, to get to it, basically showing a proper stance of how to handle a 12 gauge or either a 10, 16, or 20. I mean, you can go through the gauges. But a tactical shotgun, and we all know if we haven't shot one, and if you have, understand we know these carry a little bit of weight to them. And I'm using my Remington M887 Nitro Mag. My conversion, you saw my video earlier, I converted over. And my other video showed you, put the last piece on it here. This ATI T3 Tac Light buttstock here. So now basically the question I get a lot that's asked to me is how do you handle a shotgun, because I get women who ask that same question too. How do you actually handle a shotgun? And it kicks too much and I can't really handle it, and that's really actually false to a degree. Due to weight, some women, you know, we know some are just a little physically weaker. We know they didn't get that, but in order for them to handle the recoil, because that's the biggest thing they complain about is the kick, that kickback from the recoil. That can be handled, and there's a certain technique of how to handle that to reduce that inertia of recoil from a shotgun. That way it's manageable. It's very manageable. So the technique that I use, I saw it somewhere a long time ago. I'm sorry if I can't remember the guy who talked about it, but this is like way back, I believe in the 40s, 50s or so. Saw this video years ago, and he was right, and I've been shooting my shotgun for years that way. And the way I'm talking about as far as handling it and reducing the inertia of recoil, we understand at a 12 gauge, and depending on the load, what you use, we can get technical with the ammunition and stuff like that, maybe later another date. But understanding that to reduce this inertia of kickback from recoil from a shotgun, what you should do is stretch this firearm, okay? That means pull, push, and you're trying to stretch this gun. That helps reduce the inertia of recoil from the kickback here on the shoulder. Now also, a lot of people, depending on the shooting situation, it depends too on your stance, but a proper tactical stance on a shotgun is to actually basically plant your buttstock into that pocket in between the pec and the shoulder. It's a good solid plant, but it's not a drive. It's not driving that butt into that pocket. You want to get a firm placement into that pocket, find that sweet spot in between the pec and the shoulder, and then I wrap my shoulders around it. So the back, my left shoulder, my back, I'll wrap around this and bring this, instead of blading it how you see everybody shoot this way, you actually bring yourself to an aggressive stance and bring this gun forward. This is because I want more of my body behind this buttstock. More of my torso and this body will help absorb this recoil. With an aggressive stance, with a nice aggressive lean, forward, wrapping the shoulders around the buttstock, looking right down the sight, an aggressive lean forward, plant leg back, so you can help brace that inertia, that recoil, and put it right on target. That'll help reduce that. So along with stretching the firearm, cupping it inside, just like that, wrapping the shoulders around and bringing this firearm forward, and not a side blade shot, just like that. That is a proper way to shoot this shotgun, to handle a tactical shotgun. I also shoot my AR-15 the same way, with the exact same premise. A slight stretch, wrap the body around it, wrap the shoulders around it, the back, sit it in that sweet spot, in that crevice, looking right down that sight with an aggressive lean, manage that recoil. Run through some shots here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, to get to what I was talking about, let's step back here so you can get a good shot about where I'm at here. Now, starting out, I'm gonna start out and shoot the way that we've all first started shooting a rifle. If you've ever shot one or so, we all started out in this exact same position. This is what's been taught to us for years when we were little kids. I know when I was a little kid, I've been around guns my entire life. So since I was yay high till now. This is the same stance that's been taught. Okay, understood. Hunting, the stance is pretty much the same. When I'm out hunting, anything like that, what I'm doing, you know, if I'm shooting small game, fowl, you know what I mean? This stance is pretty much universal. So this is a bladed stance sideways, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot this way, and then I'm gonna show you the difference why the tactical is going to be better. So everything is hot, this thing is loaded, and I'm gonna shoot a standard sideways shot. Okay, that's understood. We know this stance has been taught to us forever, for years. Okay, as you can see, that recoil on me a little bit, like I said, is shown with that bladed side stance. A lot of that inertia is going straight directly right into the shoulder, and it's really not much of anything of this body outside of it going to the shoulder, partially down the side of my body, down to the leg, to the ground with a bladed stance. So that's a lot of recoil. That's a lot of pressure and recoil on just the shoulder. That eventually that does wear into that shoulder socket. As I said, for women, it's going to be an issue. You can wind up dislocating the shoulder depending on size, strength, whatnot. Okay, it depends on improper stance for it. So once again, bladed stance, how we will all shoot. Like I said, here we go. Now, tactical stance. Let's slide into this thing a little deep. As I said, fit this into the sweet spot, into the pec and into the shoulder socket, right in here in that pocket, right in there. Wrap the shoulders around this, bring this firearm forward with an aggressive lean forward. Now it's on point. Okay, it's understood. Like I said, slight bend to the knees, wrap the shoulders around, bring the firearm forward, then fire. That is a proper stance. Put this back on safety here. That's a proper stance. Tactically shooting a tactical shotgun. Understand the difference between the two, and obviously you might have to shoot it in an unorthodox shooting position depending on the situation, but for most situations, in any situation when you're shooting a tactical shotgun, that's a proper stance. Same thing for the AR. Like I said, I shoot my AR the same way. So guys, try it out, see if it's sound. I know this is the part that's been taught forever. So like I said, we'll do another shot real quick just to give you, in case you didn't miss it or you didn't catch it. We'll try another one here. Remember, pull, push, stretch this firearm, wrap the shoulders around, boom, right on point. There we go. Aggressive lean, aggressive stance. There you go, people. So guys, this is Mike Bishop for Tactical POV. Try that out, see how it works for you. Guarantee you might notice a difference. If you've been standing the old way, try a more tactical, aggressive stance. Guaranteed you'll notice a difference and it'll work for you. So Mike Bishop for Tactical POV, saying your first line of defense starts with you. God, I love shooting a shotgun, man. Dude, I love this. This is so much fun.